Jacob, what's going, man? How are you, brother?
I'm good, man.
Yeah? Okay. I know we're going to get into the city of Cleveland. You got the Cavs t-shirt. By the way, I'm very jealous of that Cavs t-shirt. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into, LeBron and Cleveland as a sports city and all that stuff. But I guess just to start it off, a lot of people would probably want to know how you got to where you're at right now. Give a quick rundown. What was I know it's probably a long-winded way, but how'd you get into this industry?
It's funny because I feel like I don't have the traditional way of breaking into sports media. And it's so funny like how powerful social media is a little bit.
Yeah.
So I started off just being 100% honest. I was just tweeting. Like I was just tweeting a bunch of stuff. Like I just tweet my thoughts randomly throughout the day, and then eventually one of my tweets popped, and a guy that if you on Twitter you should know, especially if you in NBA Twitter or anything like that, Big Business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my guy Biz, shout out to him. Yeah. He followed me, right? Because thought it was funny, whatever. Followed me, and then I started noticing after he followed me, some of my tweets started popping off.
Right.
I'm going viral. And at first I was like, oh, okay, viral here, like it's cool. But then it kept happening. And then I got to the point where I was going viral like 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And people started following me, and like I started to get followers.
That's how it happens.
It's so weird how it happens.
It's
like
so
you need
insane,
just
man.
one person with a platform to just retweet you or put your stuff out there, and then more people start looking at you.
Yep.
So after that, I was going viral. I met my guys, my homies, Trevor Trout, Just Ride Cole, Cameron Hay, my big homie, my guy, Marcus Gradney, M-Grads.
Cool.
Barf, and I said Cam already too,
Yeah.
And I was basically like, hey, you guys work in social for all these different companies. Do you think I could do it? And they was like, hell yeah, you could do it, bro. Like, you need us to get you in touch with anybody? And I was like, if you would.
If you could, yeah.
Yeah, and then my guy, Eddie Gonzalez, Bands, they were all giving me advice, get me in touch with people, talk to this guy, talk to this person.
Right.
Don't ask anybody for a job right away, but just like, hey, I'm Cole.
Inquire.
Yeah, I'm Cole.
Reach out.
And I just want some advice. Like, can you tell me how to do these things?
Yeah.
How you do some things? And eventually, my guy Philip Barnett, he got me a fellowship at Worcester Sports.
Okay.
And did that for about 6 months. Was hoping I could stay there. If you got a fellowship or internship, usually
it's not always like that.
It usually don't work out like that.
Yeah,
and
especially
that's cool.
in this industry for sure.
Yeah, but it was cool because I learned a lot from Phil. I learned a lot from my guy Kevin Chestnut. I learned a lot from my guy Kyle Maggio. The differences between, okay, you're going viral on your personal account, but if you're going to be a social media producer for a company, for a brand, these are the kind of things you need to do. Like, you need to learn how to use Photoshop. You need to learn how to do this. You need to kind of like tweak your voice a little bit, just make sure you don't get in trouble.
Right.
Things like that. So eventually, my guy Josiah Johnson, King of NBA Twitter, King of Twitter.
Probably, yeah, King of Twitter.
King of Twitter.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah.
King of Twitter. He got me a job at Wave TV. That was my first full-time position.
Gotcha.
And it was cool. Like, I learned a lot. Didn't think it was the best fit for me in my career going forward.
Is what it is. Happens.
It happens. You know, you take the money and figure it out from there. Take the money. And then my guy Harrison Fagan, SB Nation. Ran Silver Screen and Roll for the longest time.
For sure.
He hit me up, was basically like, hey, you should apply to our social media producer position. I was like, well, I'm working right now. He's like, yeah, but just apply.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
That was his way of telling you, I want you to have this job. Yeah.
It's like, apply. So I applied, and then my guy, BG, Brian Graham, worked at Bleacher Report. Like, he works at SB Nation now.
Yep.
He was like, yeah, we gonna figure it out. We'll get you in here.
Okay.
And I've been at SB Nation ever since.
How long has it been?
So my fellowship was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And
so it's been about 3 years.
It's been about 3 years.
And how long have you been at SB Nation?
A year.
Okay. Yeah. Almost a year, or like
no,
we're talking
literally, I'm literally like a year, like a month ago.
Okay, so I guess the question when it comes to like you and getting into the industry, you mentioned you were unconventional, right? I feel like I was unconventional in the way that I did it too. But what is one thing you wish you knew when you first started out that you now know and might have helped you along the way?
This gonna sound super cliche.
Oh yeah.
It's
Hey, look,
super
we live in a
cliche.
cliche world. Go ahead, man.
It's super cliche, but it's really who you know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I would have spent more time just trying to get to know people
Right.
and just networking a little bit more, because I wasn't the only person on Twitter tweeting about sports going viral.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't the only person doing that. I wasn't the only person going viral like multiple times a week.
Yeah.
But just who you know can take you from, okay, you're a viral tweeter,
Yeah.
to you get paid to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just a difference. And also something that Josiah told me, Bans told me, Ryan told me, don't change, even when you get your foot in the door, don't change the things about you that got you here.
Right.
Because I think a lot of times, like once you're doing it for a brand or you're doing it professionally, you lose yourself a little bit because, you know, well, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Being able to find your own voice.
Yeah.
Keeping it too.
Like having your own voice, this is what Ryan told me, he's like, being able to have your own distinct voice on social is the most important part, because we can teach you how to work Photoshop.
Right.
You know, we can teach you how to schedule posts and
Right.
all those different things, but I can't make you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can't use your voice to engage with
It's
the
a
audience.
uniqueness that you
Yeah,
have.
like your voice is your voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody else can. People can try. Nobody else can take what makes you you. Like Josiah does his thing all the time. There's people who try to do what he does, but
Could
they're not
never
Josiah.
imitate. Never.
You can't be Josiah.
Never
You know what I'm
imitate it,
saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the most part. Just be yourself. I tell you, super cliche things that people are
No.
gonna be like, oh, all right, but it's for real.
No, I mean, I think that's something, because you get those messages, right? Like, oh, I'm trying to, you know, do what you're doing. What would be the advice that you give me? What's the thing that I can do? And it's like, and honestly, you got to just, one, get out there. Like, put yourself out there.
You have to put yourself out there.
Because if you don't, there's no...
You'll never go forward.
Yeah, especially in social media. Like, you got to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, though. You're a Lakers fan,
Yes.
but you live in Cleveland.
Yes.
And you're rocking a bunch of Cavs gear.
Yeah.
What's the... tell me how the hell that happened. Tell me what's the... Yeah.
You want the Lakers? You want the Lakers fan history
I want to know
first?
how you got the duality of it, man.
So
Yeah.
so this is the thing about being from Cleveland, and it's
You've been in Cleveland all your life.
born
by the
and
way,
raised in
right?
Cleveland.
Okay.
My entire life. The thing about being a Cleveland sports fan is there is no city in America, and I'm not exaggerating, there is no city in America that identifies with their professional sports teams more than Cleveland.
Right.
It's not
Religion.
close.
It's a religion.
It's a religion.
Yeah.
The reason I'm a Lakers fan,
Okay.
and let's get into this. My grandfather, J.W. Blackshear, he's from Georgia.
Okay.
My mother is also from Georgia. He is a Lakers fan. He's in his 70s, so I'm talking like Wilt, Jerry West, Magic Johnson. Like, he loved them.
Okay.
My mom loved Shaq
Okay.
and Kobe.
So now you just... I got you.
Kobe is my favorite player. Will always be my favorite. Bean will always be my favorite player. See, you get it.
I understand.
You get
I
it.
understand.
Yeah. Bean will always be my favorite player no matter what. And it was so weird, especially when LeBron was here. When LeBron came here,
that's why it's...
because I was always a Kobe guy.
Yeah.
Always gonna be a Kobe guy. So
Yeah.
I got my entire family, except for my mother and my grandfather
Yeah.
on her side, are Cleveland everything. Cleveland everything. My uncle giving it to me.
Browns fans.
Browns fans. Guardians.
Yeah.
Cavs, like giving it to me because I'm a Kobe guy and I'm always gonna be a Kobe guy.
Yeah.
But even though I am a Lakers fan, it's the city though.
Right.
It's the city, so like I'm always gonna support the city. Like the Cavs are doing well, I'm not gonna be like, man, the Cavs are doing well. It's the city. It's good for the city.
So how does that like Cavs and Lakers, they facing off on Tuesday. How does that clash for you? And also, how does that affect people on social media? Because they know you're a guy from Cleveland, but you're a Lakers fan. But you also like the Cavs, and you follow the Cavs, and they're doing well right now.
They're doing great right now.
Yeah. So how do you balance that?
Hi, balance that, man. Look, like, it's so weird. It's weird for me when the Lakers play the Cavs because I'm always like,
Yeah. Who do you find yourself rooting for more when it comes to that?
I really don't care who wins.
Okay.
It's so funny to be like, I really don't care who wins.
You
As
gotta
long-
care a little
As long
bit.
as nobody's getting blown out. Like I was like I don't want one side to be like doing too much better than the other side.
Yeah.
But whoever wins, like I find solace in it regardless.
I got you.
It was a little bit harder for me when Kobe was playing, Because when Kobe would come here, like I remember Kobe came here 2012.
Well,
It was
the Kobe LeBron stuff was.
it was crazy.
It was insane.
It was crazy. So
People don't remember that a lot now because obviously Kobe and like the legacy that he has. But man, it was insane.
Being in this, like being here.
Yeah.
And root for Kobe, especially in like 09 and 2000. Remember the public commercials?
Yeah.
You remember those public commercials?
Yeah, of course,
Everybody thought it was going to be Kobe and Bron in the final.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that.
Man, that was, yeah.
I was getting it at school. I was getting it at home. When I go see my family, it was like,
Right.
giving it to me. like, bro, it's just like, Kobe not ready for that. He he can't win without Shaq. All of that. And then, obviously, the Lakers won back-to-back. The Cavs didn't even get there. Bron leaves. And then it was a little bit different, but it's kind of funny because when Bron left the first time, I found myself watching the Cavs more. So I'm watching the Cavs more, and I'm talking like Samardo Samuels, like Christian Iyenga, Manny Harris, like horrible teams. Horrible teams. Then they got Kyrie, and still bad, but a little bit of Kyrie and Tristan.
And then Dion.
And then they got Dion. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Bennett.
Yeah. hey, listen, man. Listen.
I'm sorry, I forgot. My fault.
We don't like talking about that, man.
And then Andrew Wiggins for like 2 seconds.
Yep. Yeah.
And then Bron comes back and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's like I could see people on social media being like, it's like, bro, you talk about the Lakers, you talk about the Cavs, but like, nah, I can't. The Cleveland sports love is so deeply ingrained in all of us.
Right.
You can never really get rid of it. You might put some certain things above it for a little while, but when you see that they're doing well, everybody's like, okay, no, the Cavs doing well. We gotta focus on this. We gotta focus on this. We gotta support this.
That makes sense.
And like, it's cool. It's a little weird to see them doing this well, at least for me without LeBron, because I can't really remember. I was super young when like those 90 Cavs were pretty good.
Yeah.
But the Cavs have never been this
without LeBron. Yeah, they're in my lifetime at least. Like since I've been watching the league, I started watching in 2002. The 2002 NBA Finals was like the first time I watched basketball. That's why I'm a Kobe fan. That's why I've always supported Kobe. Right. And to see Bron come into the league, take over the way he did, and then bring the city of Cleveland up with him, that was something that, to me, and we'll talk about this. We're gonna go eat, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
What's going on, guys?
That's a lot of food.
I don't know if I'll be able to eat.
This is just for the video now. It'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll survive.
We got like a nice little shot, the four of us eating.
Oh man. How you guys doing tonight? Good. My name's Matt. I'm the executive chef here at Forage. We strive everything as local as possible. Cool. Obviously for Ohioans, we strive on our community, which is something we're very, proud of.
Absolutely.
So here we got our vegan cauliflower. Cauliflower is from Green City Growers in Ohio City. Cool. We got our vegan chicken and waffles. Waffles are from Killsburg Valley. Okay. That's down south. Our Cleveland nachos. Cleveland enough. Our vegan cauliflower tacos. Cool. Our pierogies coming from Parma. Okay. And then our hot chicken sandwich.
Folks, if you are watching this video, subscribe to the SDPN channel because it's dope, first and foremost. And number two, you get to watch more videos like this. So subscribe. See you later.